Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we got some 3 new cards revealed for the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Let's talk about it. We got some new Gaia support, we got another Shark card, and we got another Fiendsmith card, but it's a warrior and it's a Syncro monster? Huh? Let's talk about it. So first things first, we have a brand new Swordsmith Syncro. I think the only thing they share with the Fiendsmith monsters is that it revolves around level 6s, and that it has a swordsmith in the name. It's not a fiendsmith, it's a swordsmith. So this guy has 2,000 attack, 1,500 defense. It's a generic level 7 synchro. It's a warrior, of course, and it has a couple of effects. The first effect says, hey, on synchro summon, reborn a 6 cost or less warrior monster from your graveyard, but it can't be used as synchro material for the rest of the turn. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can quick synchro during their main phase using this card as material, which is pretty awesome. So basically this card allows you to quick synchro, which is kind of cool. It's another quick synchro like Haka Fiber X. It's a level 7, so there's some interesting plays there. So overall, really cool card. There's nothing like to write home about, like, oh my god, it's the best card ever, because it's just another synchro monster that can quick synchro on your opponent's turn. That's literally about it. And of course, it's only during the main phase. It is a quick effect, so that's cool. It's 2,000 attack, so it's not bad stats, but you can bait it out by just threatening battle phase with like a 2,100 monster. So do keep that in mind. Overall, really cool card, but I don't know if it's the bee's knees, as anyone say. When you say Fiendsmith Synchro, this is not what I had in mind. It really isn't a Fiendsmith Synchro. The only reason I keep bringing up Fiendsmiths is because in the little description for the article for this new card, they literally say, beat Fiendsmith with this guy, was a swordsmith. So that's it. That's really it for this card. Now let's talk about the brand new Gaia card revealed. So let's talk about the brand new Gaia card revealed for this new set. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys, everything about this card is kind of crazy in the weirdest ways. So if you don't know, Gaia as an archetype, or Fierce Gaia as an archetype, its whole gimmick is to OTK your opponent. The whole deck's a fusion deck that wants to make some really big fusion monsters that punch your opponent really hard. Think about it like a worse Cyber Dragon deck. That's kind of how it goes. Instead of making multiple guys to kill you, the deck makes one big ass guy that has like piercing damage. It's kind of like the whole gimmick of Gaia as a whole. However, this card does not help you fusion summon. This card does not help you extend with Gaia. This card, oh, I guess it is technically an extender, so keep that in mind. This card does not search anything for the Gaia cards. It doesn't help you fusion. And all intents and purposes, this card's ass when it comes to like the actual game plan of Gaia. However, this card by itself might be better than the entire game plan of the entire Gaia archetype. So let's talk about it. This is a brand new level 6 warrior earth monster that says, hey, you can normal summon me without tribute summoning if you control, or if anyone controls, a level 5 or higher monster. So that's already pretty solid. This card literally says, hey, as long as you have a level 5 or higher monster on field, you can normal summon me the normal summon way. Cool. Then, while this card's on the field, basically, anytime your opponent normal summons or spell summons a monster, you can level modulate them by 7. Congratulations. You're playing Raziel? Well, your monsters are not level 4s anymore. They are now level 7. So yes, the new game plan for freaking this lovely archetype known as Gaia is not to make fusion monsters, but just to sit on this fucker, because this guy, as a level 6 body, is a level floodgate for every time your opponent normal or special summons a monster. Now, I will say that it does not stop you from dealing with fusion decks or link decks. So if they can just climb to an IP and get rid of this guy, well, then it works. However, he has a way to get around IP, because he is also a negate. Yes, you heard me right. He's also a negate. This card can, like, tribute basically another level 5 monster on your field in order to negate and destroy a monster your opponent controls. So this feels like a one level higher, better version of Thunder King Ryu. You know, the guy who's like a mistake on legs as a solemn judgment or a solemn warning when he tributes himself to negate his summon. That kind of feels what this guy does, because he is just constantly level modulating your opponent. So instead of floodgating them from adding cards, this card's floodgating them in the sense that, well, it doesn't matter how many cards they add, because if they're an XYZ or a Syncro deck, they'll never have the right levels in order to make any extra deck monsters. So they're kind of extra deck locked. Like what is Raziel supposed to do when they're always locked into XYZs? Like, unless they're actually playing SP in their deck, this card solos them. Like, if they don't have like an imperm or a droplet or some way to get rid of this thing, this card will constantly make their levels fucking wrong. They can't make rank 4s anymore. That's kind of crazy. And then as soon as you do threaten them with a monster negate, you can negate, which is pretty nice with this card. This card is a negate. I'm not gonna lie, it's the best single Gaia card I've ever seen, which is kind of saying something. So yeah, Gaia has a new win condition. It's this card going first. I guess their whole game plan is just to set up a board with this guy on it, and then as soon as their turn comes around, hopefully whatever they have can help them future summon into a boss monster to deal the rest. And this card is generic, so if you could just inherently summon a level 5 monster on field, you could just play this as your normal summon if you really wanted to. So also keep that in mind. So yeah, pretty insane card. It's just free negate, plus it level modulates as a floodgate. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. And finally, we have a brand new shark card. So let's discuss the shark card. So let's talk about the final card revealed from the new wave of support in the form of a brand new level 4 1800 attack water shark monster, Visa Shark. So let's talk about it. So we already went over the brand new Swordsmith card, and we already went over the brand new Gaia card. Let's talk about the brand new shark support, because they really want sharks to be meta. They're like, damn it, no one's playing our shark cards. We're just going to keep giving them insane support every set until somebody fucking talks to this shit. And I guess here it is. Here's another shark card revealed, and it's definitely a really good card. So let's talk about it. So this is Visa Shark, who says on no more special summon, he contribute a fish you control to special summon a shark from your deck. You heard me right. This guy is a lone fire for the entire shark archetype. So if anything, you could normal summon this card, tribute him, then spell summon any shark from your deck. This calls Buzzsaw Shark. This is Abyss Shark. This could be any shark you want, which is pretty insane. He also has the bonus effect that if he is used as material for an XYZ, he is able to have the bonus effect for that XYZ that when your opponent activates a card effect, if they activate a monster, spell, or trap, you could just detach 2 from the XYZ in question and negate and destroy the card. That is pretty nice. So an idea you could do with this card is that you make it with, I don't know, our lovely Kraken, because Kraken doesn't detach material in order to pop cards, nor does it have any effect that it has requires it to detach material. Well, you could just attach this guy into a Kraken, and then the Kraken is negated and pop. Pretty nice. And then also, if it dies, it floats. And also, it's making it all water monsters. Pretty fucking good, if you ask me. It kind of makes Kraken control even better, because not only Kraken is making every monster on the field water, so that's a kind of a pseudo floodgate. It's like a fire deck or something. But then it's also a pop, because Kraken is just a quick effect pop. But it's also an Omni negate, because anytime your opponent activates a monster, spell, or trap, you just detach 2 materials from the Kraken in order to negate and destroy it. But it's also a float, because if they kill it by any means, cool, Kraken floats into the spawns, and then the spawns float back into Kraken. So that's actually kind of insane for like Kraken control in particular. Now, will I say this card is absolutely amazing? Kinda. It's another normal summon for the deck. There's no way to special summon this card from like the hand, which kind of sucks. But overall, it's still a pretty good normal summon. It's probably one of your better normal summons. So the idea of play is that let's say you have Lantern Shark plus this card. So you can normal summon Lantern Shark, play out this new Shark, tribute the Lantern Shark, spell summon from deck a Buzzsaw Shark, Buzzsaw Shark effect, spell summon out a different Shark from deck, and then proceed from there. Or instead of going for Buzzsaw Shark, you go for Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark search what you need, and then pop off from there and make Kraken. Because Abyss Shark, even though it's a level 5, can treat itself as a level 4 or 3 for Shark combos. So now you make Kraken. Kraken is now a Omni-Gate and a pop. So now you have protection for Nibiru even faster. Because don't forget, you might get yourself Nib before you actually make Toad. So this card literally says, no problem, fam. I'm just an easier way to make it negate before you even get to Toad, which is pretty nice. Overall, these cards are pretty solid, and I can't wait to see where to go from here.